Today we have Vijay Shekhar Sharma, founder of Paytm with us. He's going to take us through the path forward for Paytm. Hi Vijay, thank you so much for joining us today. Now Paytm has payment bank, it has got commerce, it has got the wallet of course. So what is the area of focus for you?
We want to be the internet conglomerate of this country. We don't want to be the payment company or the commerce company or the bank company. And I think one thing we know is our customer lifecycle on our platform will be longer than anybody else in this country, or will be longer as much possible that we can continue to build. That is why, if you notice, this is pay, buy, save. And it is actually logically linear, because if I am able to have your trust to pay using us, then I probably have a trust for you to buy on us. And then because I have this data, so I can ask you to save something on us. And then logically next will be that you can loan from us.
What are the next steps for Paytm?
We will have tremendous amount of focus for next 12 months on enabling merchants to sell better, more, and make this distribution in many more cities. For example, like I give you a stat which is on Paytm, which is right now 12,000 crore rupees run rate business. If I look only physical goods where the logistics matters, and most of the time cash on delivery gets there, we have only 5% cash on delivery. We have 95% of orders coming which are prepaid, advance paid. So the beauty that it brings is that a merchant gets a committed order because the consumer has paid for it. He's not frivolously trying for it. And secondly, now that this order is paid, we don't have to find a courier which has to do payment collection. We can ship using every other courier which is cost effective and reaching the nook and corner where the otherwise cash on delivery wouldn't have been. Another dirty secret, or the very interesting secret of this e-commerce country that we have, is that the country has 39,000 pin codes. 80% of business is done in 6,000 pin codes. So the rest of the pin codes, which is so-called left open, is a open blue ocean for Paytm.
You were talking about 95% of your payments being prepaid, right? So how much of it is through the Paytm wallet?
On 67 to 70% comes typically. I mean, when I see MIS, it's some number which is 60s and some days it crosses 70s. So you can say any number from 65 to 70% comes from the wallet.
There are a lot of marketplaces right now, right? And there is a competition for sellers as well as for consumers. So how are you empowering your merchants?
At Paytm, what we are doing first is that we are helping merchants understand what is called online selling. And what we found is that thanks to at least the consumer side demand, they are consumers at least for sure. So they start to want to be part of it. Building catalog is biggest problem for them. They do not have people, as soon as you start going beyond the metros, they do not have people who can write a good catalog, do a good photography. Then third thing is that they do not yet have a systems that they can be alerted on orders also. So we have these automated systems, outdial calls, SMSs, push notification in the seller app that you have an order, this is pending, and then we have a seller help desk which makes phone calls if it is not sorted so that this order can be accepted. Starting from there, it goes up to the point that the return is requested from a consumer side. So what we are finding is that sellers are growing up in their maturity. So now a lot of sellers say that, give me a chance to talk to the consumer. I think he's misunderstanding the product. Can I explain to him and so on? So we are now bringing in the chat between buyer and seller as a part of the order fulfillment process. We had it as a part of the bargain in a pre-order placement, process. And similarly, this is about, there is a large merchant help desk that we've created which takes care of 24/7 calls. Training is another big part. We've created this university sort of schedule inside that sellers have to graduate to a next level.
You're talking about becoming the first large-scaled e-commerce company to become profitable. So why have you decided to focus on profitability?
I think this is an opportunity of playing a larger business, and there is a larger play behind. Not just, we're not a retailer first of all, we are a technology marketplace. The cost that we incur is far lesser than a retailer, which are effectively, I personally treat everybody else as a retailer except one or two players who are truly not. So as a technology company, it is a marketing cost, customer acquisition cost. We probably are rare few companies who have achieved 100 million customers much earlier than many of them have to. So there is a cost of customer acquisition which is at a different stage now. And then internally, because we don't have an inventory, so we just do not have any cost whatsoever of that. And then there is only a cost when we are helping our merchants to understand that you could be fighting big gorillas who are discounting on internet. So because our approach is a platform, not a retail GMV, we can be far early profitable.
Now you're moving to Bangalore. So what is the plan with your Bangalore? What is the reason behind your Bangalore move?
Doubt about it that Bangalore has larger talent pool. If I don't think it is less alpha than Delhi or more alpha than Delhi. I think it is a larger as a volume, which is what it is. And as Paytm, we've opened our office in Toronto, which is our labs, and we have a lot of engineers there. We want to tap engineers at as many places as possible because this is a fight of talent. This is not a fight of throwing money on discount. And to do that, we want to be in the city where there is an ample amount of talent. And we've experimented with few technology team there. So we today have about 40 engineers here, and we want to bring it to 400 or 500 in Bangalore city itself. And to do that, because I don't have a luxury of having a co-founder who can take a flight, I think I would come here, build an office, and then maybe here or maybe back home.
Thank you, Vijay, so much for speaking to Your Story today.
Started by two friends, Piyush and Tuhin, Jumping Goose is a strategic design agency based out of Bengaluru.
The Drop Cafe app and a mobile-first world has made fresh coffee easily available. But it's the nitty-gritty behind-the-scenes operations that are in fact most important.